Hey guys, this is Pharaoh 2091, and welcome back to Let's Play Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney. Last time we left off, like we always do, continue on the investigation for this case. And we learned some interesting stuff, like, when we were talking with Land, he said, like, the piano was, like, weird. And we found, like, a little switch device. We're like, what the hell does this do? And when we actually went to go talk to Emma here, she found, like, a device under her sofa. And apparently we're like, okay, wait, let's put two and two together here. And the switch goes along with that device, and it turns out it's an igniter. So it's like, what the hell is this doing here? So we got even more mysteries to think about now, and it's like, great, like we haven't had enough. But, you know, what can we do? So let's just continue on. So let's see. I don't know where else to go. Well, we can go to the dressing room just for hell of it. Actually, no one's here. And I don't know if I noticed, I don't know if I actually told you guys this, but I think I did mention it. The guitar on the left, it looks like a Blue Badger, except it's red. And even, what's his name? Walk Gable, he was wearing like a Blue Badger type of shirt. And it's like, it's kind of cool. It's like, it's turning into like a mascot for everything now. So it's like, Alright, so no one's there, so I guess we can go back out, I guess. I mean, we already examined everything here. Yep, alright, seems like something is going on. What? Come to laugh at the murderer? Darian! That old bag opens her pipe hole, and that wham bam, my life goes down the chute. Thanks. They won't let me work while I'm a suspect. Darian isn't the best of moods, is he? Not many people are these days, it seems. It is a crime scene, and not exactly the happiest place to hang out. Then Gavin had to go rub salt in the wound. My alibi is rock solid. Rock solid! I mean, it should be, right? I mean, you were playing during the murder, but then again, she heard your voice. This is kind of weird. So, about your alibi, you have to ask. The shooting happened right in the middle of the third set. That's right. The music was blaring when we heard those gunshots. I found Mr. Latou's dead. I've got 10,000 witnesses who saw me too. Right there on that stage. Your guitar playing was something else. Thanks, little lady. See? This whole thing's a sham. I can't believe they aren't letting me work. There's no need to yell at me. It's Lamar's fault. She was the one who said she heard his voice at the moment of the crime. Man, I never even talked to that old windbag. How could she possibly identify me? Well, she has good hearing, so she probably heard you before. They won't let you work? He won't let me work. Gavin says I gotta lie low until the suspicion is cleared. What suspicion? He gave me such a stick in the mud. Mr. Gavin? A stick in the mud? He may look all flashy and showy, but he's straight as an arrow, man. Except when he's depressed. You hear him whining the other day? Oh, you mean the thing with the mixing board? Oh yeah, he was very passionate about that. Oh yeah, he really got on him for that. He's just a perfectionist is all. Not a bad guy, really. Yeah, I would say being a perfectionist does suck. I mean, I feel like sometimes I can be like that, and I hate it. But it's like, if I can improve on something, I just gotta do it. I mean, the thing is, sometimes I do care. Sometimes it's like, I just want to get it done over with. I just, whatever. I probably shouldn't be thinking like that, but it's like, it happens. Well, I think the Gaviniers are the best. I have all your albums. The band's fine, too. Gavin can write a good tune, I'll give him that. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Prosecutor Gavin around much. Oh, him? He's down at the prosecutor's office, most likely. Prosecutor's office? I've never been there, have I? The data on the victim should have come in from Interpol. Normally, I'll be down there dealing with it. Normally. Apollo, let's go check it out. I've always wanted to see the prosecutor's office. Maybe that's not such a bad idea. Right on! Say hi for me, okay? Oh, and screw you. Well, alright. That's nice. His hairdo's awesome, though. Tell him I want into that crime scene. We'll be going now. Hey, wait. Yeah? What do you really think happened? Really? You don't think I did it, right? Well, great. Way to instill a guy with some confidence. Just remember, I was ripping up on stage when it happened, okay? Ripping. Don't get led astray with some siren song, eh? Get this one wrong, you'll be eating humble pie for a year. I'll bake it myself. Let's not talk to him anymore, alright? Detective Darian Crescend. He's one stone I'll leave unturned if I had a choice. Yeah, he is a little... meh. Actually, look, they have the Blue Badger handing out balloons. Aw, that's nice. So let's check out Gavin's office. I mean, Edgeworth's office is pretty cool. I can't even imagine how his will look. Wow. Well, it's a little cluttered here and there. But it still looks kind of cool. I like the... He has an amazing view, one. A bunch of guitars, and I kind of like his bookcase shelf thing going on. It's like curved. Pretty cool. I have a lot of textbooks I'm probably going to keep for references, so that'll be kind of nice to have. So, this is it. The Gavineer's head office. It's not the band's office, it's the prosecutor's office. Yeah, so that's why I'm asking. What is this creepy thing, object, whatever? It looks like Prosecutor Gavin is on the phone. Oh well, guess we'll have to come back. Or we can hide behind that bookshelf real quiet-like. That's eavesdropping. Why? We'd just be waiting, quietly, so he didn't notice. What if we heard something scandalous about the band? She'd make a good reporter for a gossip magazine. What? A replica? So why was he after it in the first place? Yeah, Latouche. Latouche? Look, don't talk to me about those Virginians, okay? Just give me that report, chop chop. And stop leaving mysterious objects in my office, okay? It's times like this when I start to miss Darian. Huh? Hiya! Just thought we'd drop in. Hope you're not mad. He's probably pissed off right now. How could I be? There's not enough tee-hee in the world in any case. Have a seat. Prosecutor Gavin, the philanthropist. Oh, God, whatever. Watch and learn, Apollo. So, who have you come to see? Huh? Clavier, the lead vocalist of the Gavineers? The Prosecutor Gavin, scourge of the courtroom. What do you think he means, Apollo? I think he's giving us a choice. We can either ask him about the concert or the case. Which way to go? Well, it's only giving us the case anyway, so let's ask about the case. Ah, that reminds me, did you see the paper today? Yeah, I always read the TV section. Okay, good girl. How about you, Air Forehead? I read the funnies. Who doesn't? And then you will not have seen this. Concert of Tragedy, the prosecutor's deadly song. Huh. Is that just the image of the courtroom in that newspaper? Or whatever. Ooh, is that a new show? I've heard about that one. It's not a show. It's an article. News, you know? Oh, does this have anything to do with the case? Since getting back from the trial, my phone has been ringing off the hook. How does it feel to take a man's life with a song? Have you ever hummed a man all the way to death row? Do you think you could sing for me over the phone? It is endless. Endless! Thanks to the case you made today, of course. Oh, that was all Apollo's idea. Hey! Is that newspaper over there, too? Ah, yeah, the Virginian Daily Bugle. Go ahead, take a look. Definitely can't read it. Actually, I was gonna say, the wording kind of reminds me of, like, Xanarkin and whatnot. From, my God, I keep bringing up Final Fantasy X lately and all my, a lot of these recent parts of, like, Kingdom Hearts 2, and I don't even know if I mentioned it here yet, but I don't know if that's just me saying I should go back and play that game. I feel like I'm not going to play the game until they come out with the HD remake, or remastering, whatever they're planning on doing. I really can't wait for that to come out. That's going to be... that's gonna be a definite buy for me. May not be like day one, but I'll get it one day. Thanks, but I can't read Borginian. Oh, that's right. Suffice it to say, this is a big news over there as well. Although they didn't go as far to mention the lyrics to my song. Probably no one in Borginia could believe it. It's probably seen as just a theory at this point. Maybe journalists didn't seem to need to mention it. That makes sense. I hardly know what to think of it myself. Very true. Everyone's testimony will probably be in the evening edition, I'd imagine, which is why I've had Darian step down from the investigation for now. Yeah, we ran into them moping in front of the Coliseum. Everyone was my invited guest, so it is a rather delicate situation. You understand how much I want to solve this case. Quickly, if possible. Yeah, you know, international politics and affairs, you know. What can you do? I really love that song. It has such a great atmosphere to it. You co-wrote it with Lamour, if I remember correctly. That's right. It was last year. I had gone on a tour of Virginia's legal system, as a matter of fact. And that's when you heard Lamour's voice? It was at a small jazz club. I wept that night. Okay. I knew I had to meet her, to talk with her. So I used my influence, which was not inconsiderable, to arrange a meeting. Wow, prosecutors really have a lot of clout. I think he's sort of a special case, Trucy. Thankfully, she liked the work I did, and we wrote a song right there, backstage. Lock-out piano, that duckling voice, that dulcet voice, whatever, and myself on a guitar that I borrowed from Lamour. And music history was made. Probably not an experience your average lawyer would have ever done. Like Apollo, say. It is a memory I hold dear, and the song we wrote that night was this. That very guitar is right over there. You mean this charred lump? Don't call the lump, that's a piece of history. And it's only brown, not really charred. No matter, I shall never sing that song again. I wouldn't have used that guitar again either, even if I could have. What happened during that song anyway? Why did his guitar suddenly catch on fire? Do you think that you can show it to us? Your simply burnt guitar? I'm sure he doesn't mind. What more could happen to it? Well, I don't know, it could blow up again somehow. Spontaneous combustion. There are cases of that, right? So, here it is, right here. That was an impressive bit of pyrotechnics that did this. That's the guitar from the concert, isn't it? Yes, we've seen it just blow up. I thought I was the one on the... Well, I missed all that. I never guessed that wasn't the end of it. I had a specialist analyze the guitar, incidentally. Oh? Did you find anything out? He didn't have a lot of time, so it's still unclear. But the results he came up with were intriguing. Intriguing? How does that guitar tie into everything that went on? It sounds like something we should ask about. Definitely. It's weird. It was a beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. A guitar befitting a woman like Lamour. How did it end up here? She gave it to me. I mentioned how much I enjoyed playing it that night, and she made a present of it. So this guitar is from Borginia? That it is. We couldn't carry it on the plane. Changes in air pressure and humidity ruined the wood. So we vacuum packed it on the Lamour studio. I used a special shipping service available to me for transporting evidence. They brought it right up to my office for me. Pristine and untouched. See, prosecutors do have a lot of clout. I still think he's a special case. Such a valuable guitar. It's too bad it got burned. Yeah, that does suck. What can you do? What was it that you were saying earlier? Something about intriguing results from an examination of the guitar? That's right! What was that all about? Well, you know how guitars have a round hole in the front? Acoustic guitars? It's called the sound hole. Ah, so that's what it's called. Well, they found something attached to the wood just inside the hole. A broken device of some sort. A broken device? Yeah, this in fact. The examiner is busy with evidence for the case right now, however, so he'll be checking this out once he's finished with everything else. Odd, that device looks strangely familiar. Yeah, you should know what it is. Before we actually get more about it, there's something else I want to examine. You see this thing right here? It's like in a glass dome. What the hell is that? What's it on the plate there? Is that gum? Gum? Maybe he was chewing on it when the phone rang, so he put it on the plate for later consumption. You think a rock star could just afford a fresh steak? Don't jump to any conclusions now. That's no chewing gum. Take a closer look. Although I really shouldn't be offering, should I? What is that? Looks like a lump of plastic. Wait, that phone call... Oh yeah, he was asking about it. Oh, come on, I know all this. Prosecutor Gavin, does this have something to do with Mr. Latouche? Wait a second! You were listening to my phone call, weren't you? Who? Us? I tried to stop him, really, but he forced me to. Hey, you were the one digging for a scandal, Miss Reporter. To tell the truth, hey, that's a misspelling. It should be just 1 O and 2. Yeah, I'm assuming so anyway, yeah. I'm not even sure what it is. But apparently it's a model of something undercover agent Mr. Latouche was after. This lump? Would you mind telling us what you know about it? Yeah, because well, it looks like he doesn't even know anything about it, but what is it? This was found in Mr. Latouche's bag. It's apparently a replica of something. A replica? It's a small lump about 1.5 inches long. We analyzed it, but there's not much to say other than it's a lump of plastic. Perhaps it was just to be used in identification of whatever it is replica of. You mean whatever Mr. Latouche was after? That seems to be the most logical explanation. Well, what is it? Don't ask me, Fraulein. Oh, if you don't want to tell us, you can just say so. I put in a request to Interpol via my contacts in Borginia, but apparently this is a block of information somewhere along the chain. Oh? Something Interpol doesn't want to tell Borginia. Something about this little piece of plastic. Mr. Latouche went through all that trouble to become Lamoire's manager, just to come to this country to find more about this lump? And he died for it. See, that's kind of weird. I sent someone to the Coliseum to fetch Lamoire. Perhaps she knows something about it, being a Borginian. Perhaps. And before we actually head out for today, you know how he said, like, you know, when we looked at the guitar, and he's like, yeah, this device was in there? Well, here's the igniter, which looked exactly the same, so it has to be one of these. What is it, Apollo? That device that was found in your guitar? Take a look at this. Why, that looks like the same thing! What is it? It's an igniter. Another one? It was at the crime scene, in Lamoire's dressing room. Detective Sky found it, actually. At the scene of the crime? What could that mean, I wonder? I believe that covers everything I'm at the liberty to talk to you about. Oh, thanks for dropping by, Air Forehead. Thanks? Wow, you gave me so much information. That igniter, for instance. Oh, that. I've never met an attorney so forthcoming with a prosecution. It's a big help. Or perhaps you're just a tad naive, I guess I could have hid it, but somehow showing it felt like the right thing to do. I could say the same to you, Prosecutor Gavin. Thanks for the information about the strange lump of plastic that one of Mr. Latouche was investigating. Hey, that's right! I've been thinking, Our Forehead. We encounter many incidents in our lives, all of us. Not all of them simple. Especially not the ones where people are killing us to song lyrics. That is why I try to at least remain simple inside. And I keep a simple goal. To discover the truth. That's why I like to keep relations civil, yeah? That's all. I can live with that. Mr. Prosecutor? Fraulein? Can I ask you why you sing in a band? Because I want women to turn and look when I walk down the street. I was going to say like a sex and you know it joke, but Whatever. That song's pretty much played out now, but it's still out there. That's pretty simple, too. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got work to do. Another time, perhaps. And he just left us in his room. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, maybe it wasn't like, such a great idea to show him the igniter, because it's like, yeah, here you go, prosecution. Here's more information for you. But I guess it is kind of give and take. I mean, we did overhear the whole thing about that lump or whatever, replica. And, well, we figured, let's be civil, like Gavin said. So, yeah, next time, I guess, we're gonna continue on the investigation. He said that, he sent someone to get Lamoire to learn more about this, replica, so I think that would be a good place to start. We'll go back and try talking to Lamoire about it. So, there you go. So, as usual, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney. I'll see you guys later.